you so much for your continued support for Wings for Change campaign. My name is Kaufman, and all I ever wanted my entire life is to be a commercial pilot. Over the years, I have passed entry assessments for UK's top aviation academies and airline-sponsored schemes. However, with training costs ranging between £60,000 to £120,000 and no government or bank support in place to finance it, talent and ambition alone are not enough. The only way any candidate is able to commence their training is by relying on their family to either pay up the amount in full or acquire a specialized secured bank loan through a second charge on their parents' property. Being a pilot is one of the only major professions left in the world where thousands of men and women are unable to enter due to their parents' inability to support them financially. That transpires into a severe lack of diversity, equal opportunity and social mobility within the profession, all of which will be vigorously challenged by the Wings for Change campaign as it gains traction. Being first-generation immigrants, my family has never had the financial capacity to self-sponsor my pilot's license. And even a decade later, I still find it a near impossible task to even begin collecting the necessary funds. Hence why, since 2009, I had to solely rely on the scarce airline-sponsored routes, which are very few over the years. I have set up Wings for Change campaign due to 10 years of futile attempts to get funding for my own pilot's license. It is aimed at challenging the current situation, the way pilots are trained and funded, sending an industry-wide message, spreading awareness, and bringing attention to a plethora of passionate, capable, yet disadvantaged individuals and give them a voice. All I ever wanted was a loan to pay for my training, just like any other candidate in the UK, and then repay it all back as I fly for an airline. I've never intended to do crowdfunding campaign, as it would never feel right to take one-way money, as it would defeat my core belief in an equal opportunity. It would put me at an advantage as opposed to thousands of existing pilots who were forced to self-fund their training by putting all their family savings on the line. But it has occurred to me that it doesn't have to be one way. I have always believed that funds should be circulated in order to do good. And now, I can play my part. By creating the Wings for Change GoFundMe campaign, I pledge to give every penny raised for my pilot's license back in the form of donations into other good causes, as if I was repaying a bank loan. So by donating to me, you're also supporting your favorite charity or a cause for years to come, through me and my pilot employment. So how will this scheme work? Every individual who wants to make a donation on the GoFundMe website is presented with a comment section where they will specify either my preset option of funding the next pilot or a cause or a charity that is close to their own heart. It can be a UK cause or an international one. Upon reaching the specified goal, I will collate all the data and the top 20 votes will be shortlisted. The donated goal amount will then be split pro rata between the causes based on the number of people backing each particular cause. I will then start repayments to voted charities and organizations upon serving my first year with an airline on a monthly basis for as long as I'm flying. As an example, a repayment of just £500 a month for 7 years adds up to £42,000 that can go towards helping people around the world. A Facebook group, Instagram account and a YouTube account have been set up so that the donor community can be kept up to date and engaged. All the benefactors can expect to have regular updates on my progress, starting from the collection of funds campaign, training, airline employment, and all the way to the minor repayment stage for years to come. My priority is to select a training program that is not only the best value for money, but also the one that will equip me with the necessary skills to succeed in securing that most important first job. Additionally, to make this campaign a success, I will promote this cause through local and national media, social media, and various other sources. I will try to approach and meet in person with as many of the UK's notable philanthropists as I can. To further protect your investment in me, I am considering every possible extra layer of security for the donated money to make sure that every penny gets paid back. First and foremost, I will take out a loss of license insurance with one of the trusted providers as soon as I start training. It means that should I temporarily or permanently lose my flying license due to medical reasons, I will be entitled to a payout with which I can pay back the donated money. Some of the academies I'm considering have a guarantee scheme in place where, after passing a skills assessment, should I fail my training due to aptitude, they will give me most of the money back. Another major academy gives the potential to have £69,000 refunded by the certain airlines over the period of 7 years should certain criteria be met. But in every case, I will be looking at paying for the training on a monthly basis to secure a portion of the donated money in an unlikely event of training stopping due to unforeseen circumstances. I'm raising money for the course itself and for the potential type rating for an airline. A type rating is where you learn to fly a specific aircraft, for an example an Airbus A320 or a Boeing 737, in accordance with a specific airline's policies and procedures, and is usually done after a job offer has been made. Although all airlines will require a type rating to be completed by the pilot prior to the commencement of the flight duties, some airlines, especially the ones outside of Europe, may not charge for type rating, instead preferring to bond the candidate for a minimum period of time to take from the salary as they work. All other expenses, such as medical assessments, living expenses, and aptitude assessments fees, I will look into covering myself. All the extra funds raised that were not used as part of my flight training will be redonated to voted good causes. Aviation can be potentially a volatile environment for employment due to various domestic and global factors. However, for the next 10 years, the industry is projected to have a huge demand for pilots. Currently, there is an overwhelmingly positive trend of airline job opportunities, and I'm very optimistic in securing my first job. If the campaign is successful, it will give me an immense amount of motivation to carry on being an advocate for equal opportunity in the pilot profession. Should I have the privilege to become a pilot, I will give a powerful voice within the industry to provide a positive change. Wings for Change is aiming to fund one pilot through training today, but has every potential to be the next platform to fund many. Please visit my GoFundMe campaign to learn more, donate, and share with everyone you know to drive a positive change in such a beautiful profession. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all your generous, kind, and wholehearted support.